Let's get to another consumer name. Shares of pet food company Freshpet are up 17% so far this week after reporting a strong third quarter and a narrower than expected loss. They beat on the top line and raised their full year forecast. The company noting that Gen Z and millennials, accounting for 50% of dog owners in the U.S., will remain a key sales driver. Freshpet has also raised prices 27% over the past 2 years. And while Oppenheimer noted customers have digested those increases, half of America's youth say inflation impacts their financial well-being very negatively, according to our latest poll. So will they keep shelling out for their pets? For more on that, let's bring in Billy Cyr. He is the CEO of Freshpet. Welcome, Billy. It's good to have you here.
Be here, Kelly.
This is a company that a lot of people are very passionate about. I think the results speak to that. Just talk a little bit about what you're seeing in the near term.
Yeah, we obviously are seeing very, very strong growth. There's been a lot of comments about the CPG industry in general and the pet food industry in particular facing some challenges, but we certainly haven't been seeing that. We were up 33% in the most recent quarter. We've guided to growth this year north of 25%. We feel like the pet food market is a great market to be in, and we're certainly seeing no signs of slowing.
No signs of it whatsoever, not in cats, not in dogs, do you serve any other kinds of pets?
Well, most of our business is dog food. We do sell a small amount of cat food, but the bulk of our business is dog food. And, those are obviously the creatures that bring an awful lot of value to families. And so they're willing to feed their pets the best pet food. And that's why we're seeing very, very strong growth.
I was briefly a cat owner a few years back, but I'm not a dog owner presently. So tell me, my understanding is the Freshpet difference. This is literally almost, human quality food that require. Talk to me about the price point and the differentiation. How far ahead are you of competitors who might want to now catch up?
Our pricing is in line with our competitors, similar to where it was pre all the price increases pre the pandemic. We're priced comparatively about the same, but obviously prices overall have gone up quite a bit as the cost of proteins and packaging materials and transportation have gone up. But consumers have digested that pricing, at least as far as our business is concerned. And we are now seeing the demand growth continue, and it's based on volume growth now. It's not just pricing growth. A lot of people saw growth from pricing. We've seen growth from volume. We're up 23% on volume in the most recent quarter.
So what are your investments that you'd be making now to ensure that you can continue to have results like this with the knowledge in the back of your mind that at some point it may slow down to whatever normal is?
Yeah, well, first of all, we consider this to be our normal. We've given guidance for growth through 2027. That's about 25% per year growth. And so 25% growth is in the right place for us. And the way we drive that growth is by telling consumers via advertising about the Freshpet product. We don't do any discounting, no promotion. Our business is built on consumers becoming aware of a better way to feed their pets. And when they feed their pets this better way, the dogs notice it, the pet parents notice the difference, and they continue to feed it and become very loyal users of Freshpet. So it's a very simple business model.
I was just going to say, if you do 25% growth, we're going to put you in ARK-K, and that's NVIDIA kind of quality. I don't know what the multiple is these days. Did you have a loss in the quarter, if I'm not mistaken?
We did. Obviously, as a high growth company, we think much more about EBITDA, and we are on track to more than triple our EBITDA this year, or adjusted EBITDA this year. So we feel very good about that growth. And we've now put up 21 consecutive quarters with more than 25% growth. So this is not just a short-term fad. This is just not a pandemic-driven fad. This is something that's strong, sustained growth.
Talk to me about JANA Partners. How's that relationship going?
Well, we settled with them earlier this year, and we're now focused on the future. I think that they're very interested in seeing the company grow, and so are we. And, we're glad to have reached a resolution, and we're moving forward with what we think is a very strong business plan in the full support of our shareholders.
Would you say that there is anything in the business plan now that is the result of their involvement?
They came in after we had announced a very significant set of changes last September, and we're executing against that plan. That plan that we had laid out called for some organization changes. It called for some new focus in some operational areas. And that's the plan we're executing. And that's the plan that's delivering the results that we wanted to deliver. And I think that, every one of our shareholders is telling us today that they appreciate what we've done. They appreciate the results that we're being able to produce. We just feel good that this is the right direction to go.